Netflix Tudum 2025 Expo. If you'd call it an expo, I think I'd call it an expo. It was more like a Comic-Con, if anything. It's some sort of weird Netflix event that teases upcoming Netflix projects featuring musical performances, actor appearances, and extremely corny presentations in front of what appears to be the audience for the Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards. It just seemed like a very young adult crowd. There's nothing wrong with that. I just felt very old watching this program. This is the 6th one, apparently, but it's the first time it's streamed live. I had someone text me asking me, what is this? Is this a new thing? I'm like, yeah, of course it is, because I'd never heard of it before today. And it turns out it wasn't new at all. I believe this is specifically geared toward YA audiences because it is very, very corny. However corny it is, the audience does seem genuinely hype for this event. More hype than you'd ever see at the Emmys, Golden Globes, or Oscars, actually. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can't do the theme, but you know, Squid Game's final season. That is going to be dropping on Netflix June 27th. That's the final season. It won't be cut in two. It will be the whole final season on June 27th. And then they also gave us a little teaser for Frankenstein starring Oscar Isaac. And this isn't Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Guy who did Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth, the original Hellboys. You know the guy. This version looks pretty sick. It's got Mia Goth and Jacob Elordi. A lot of syllables in his last name. It's the huge 34-year-old looking dude on Euphoria playing the 17-year-old. The film comes out in November on Netflix. Also, to note that Maggie Gyllenhaal actually wrote and directed a Frankenstein-esque project as well that stars Jessie Buckley as the bride of Frankenstein and Christian Bale as the creature, and that's coming out in March next year. This isn't Netflix related, but I just wanted to let you know there are 2 Frankenstein movies coming. Just like Pinocchio, when Guillermo del Toro did his own version of it, his Pinocchio came out, another Pinocchio came out like right next to it. So the same thing with The Bride and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Happy Gilmore 2. Didn't watch this trailer because I'm very excited for this film, even though I find it very unnecessary, but I always trust Adam Sandler because I find all of his films funny, including the terrible Jack and Jill. It may be terrible, but it's still very enjoyable. This is going to be coming out on Netflix July 25th. Stranger Things final season. Volume 1 drops November 26th. Volume 2 drops Christmas Day. And the series finale of Stranger Things is coming out New Year's Eve. What the hell are you talking about, Tony? Why are they picking 3 different release dates? I dig it, all right? I used to be a fan of binge watching, and then I got a little bit of a life. Making this show, living my life, and you know, living life. Living life requires you to not binge watch an entire season in one day. As fun as it may be, and as good as an excuse it is to just sit around and to do nothing, you gotta live a life. But also what makes a lot of fun when it comes to television and trying to figure out what's going to happen is talking with other people before the next episode comes out. So I think it's really cool that we get batches. I think batches are the way to go when it comes to releases. Let me know what you think. Would you rather binge watch an entire season, see 3 or 4 episodes at a time each week or each month, or weekly in general? No one likes weekly. I don't like weekly. That's not enough. Let's just do batches. We'll agree on batches. All right, you let me know. You let me know. I'm pretty excited. I don't know a soul personally that still watches Stranger Things. Everyone that I ask about it says, yeah, I watched some of it, but I quit. And I kind of understand, but I kind of don't. It is a salute to a bunch of those teen adventure movies like Goonies or E.T. or Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's got cool shit in it, and the show gets better and better. I think this final season is going to be dope. I think every episode after a while, or honestly since the beginning, is like its own self-contained film. But the cast and crew have said vehemently that this final season, every episode's like a movie. I know you got to say certain things to get other people to watch it, but I take it as good news. I'm very excited. Wednesday, we had some of the cast show up, like Jenna Ortega, and they showed some footage of the upcoming season, and it all ended with a Lady Gaga performance because she's in season 2. And the performance was all right, I think. I'm not a big Lady Gaga fan. I like some songs, but I think the show is perfect for her. And I guarantee you she's not playing as big of a role as everyone thinks she's going to play. I'd like it if she was playing like the main villain, though, that you hear about, that Wednesday's trying to sort of, what's the word? Investigate, but you don't know what's going to happen. All in all, it was a pretty cringy event, but I like the fun that it has. And its goal of having this sort of Comic-Con event for Netflix is very enticing. I think other streaming services can take note from it. You can watch it yourself on Netflix right now.